All right, guys, it's day 63, living off the land, foraging food, gathering berries, and eating small rodents. Just kidding. It's day 2. And I'm eating a cup of noodles and a little beef stew. Not nothing too big. The leaves are turning brown and red and yellow. You can see out there. It's pretty cool. What I'm gonna get started on today, I'm gonna set up some framework for a new piece of decking here. This would probably be the last piece of decking I do for the house itself. It's gonna come about 4 feet off here. It's gonna run about 12 feet long the whole way. It'll provide a space here, so when you're sitting at the bar or the sink, I'll move this and route that the other way. But yeah, just you can sit on a bar stool, have your drink there. At the same time, hang out with everybody on the patio with the bonfire, or if we're grilling or barbecuing or whatnot. So that's what I'm gonna get started on today, and we'll see how that goes. Hey guys, so as you can see here, this is what they call a western conifer bug. They're pretty seasonal. Look, some have gotten inside my house already. They're pretty seasonal, and they will find a way into your house if there's a crack anywhere at all. But the thing about them is they're really friendly. They move really slow. Whoa. That one just flew away. You can usually catch them with your hand, and they're just seasonal. They're probably like 2 months out of the year. And the funny thing about them is, like, if you catch them, they get scared, they put off the scent. It's kind of like a Christmas, like a cinnamon smell. It's actually not a bad smell. Not that I would prefer it, but yeah, it's known as the cinnamon bug too. So there you go, a little factoid for you. Okay, and so right here, we kind of have this philosophy up here. I mean, anytime you go to Home Depot or go to the hardware store and you buy something and you come back all the way back in here and it's not the right part, or it's not, or you have whatever it is, if you bought too many, we usually don't take things back, I guess is what I'm saying. So because sooner or later, somewhere, whether it's hardware, plumbing, brackets, electrical things, we just put them in a big bin. So this is my bin of screws, because eventually it's all going to get used up. And so I was just trying to find some screws for the deck here, and it looks like I'm going to be using these camel screws for the deck. Actually, these ones, you can hide them underneath. Some 2.5-inch screws, and there's some big 6-inch screws here. So just gonna probably use these ones. Then of course these were brackets that didn't get used, we had too many of. I'm going to use these to help fortify the structure, maybe some of these. And I bought a few more brackets that I knew I was going to need to hold some of the cross members underneath. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. I am heading down to my brother Tom's house. That's not so tiny. It's kind of tiny, not so tiny. But there's my nephew's 71 VW bus. Not currently running, as usual. But yeah, this is my mom's house. Tiny house, 32 by 12. She's in there putting up some paneling. This here is a Quonset, 40 by 20 foot Quonset. We'll get that going sometime. And this here is a 12 volt turbine. doesn't produce much electricity at all, but it sure looks good. This is my brother's house, 16 by 16, 2-story house. And the reason I'm down here is because to set the framework up for that deck, I need four, at least four, maybe more, 4x4 pressure treated boards, or what are they called, boards? I guess so. Anyway, and he's got kind of a wood pile going on here. I think maybe you'd call him a post. Look, so he's got one. So this one here I could use. And how tall is this guy? Might be able to use that guy. One there. Oh, here's another one. 4x4s. Maybe I can make it happen. So it looks like I'm going to use these 4. Once again, like all the screws and everything that we have, throw it all in one pile. All the plumbing goes in one pile. All the electrical. And then this is we should have I mean, we're not that advanced yet, but we want to have a big shed or a barn. That's what the Quonset's for. Get that thing set up, and then we'll be able to take better care of this wood, because it's going to rot here if we leave it too long. But yeah, so we just throw everything in a pile, and eventually it gets used for something around here. All right, time to dig some holes. Well, this auger's been sitting since last year. Had gas in it. My only imagine is that carburetor's all gummed up, but fortunately you can get a new carburetor off Amazon for 14 bucks. So we're gonna put a new one on. Talk about a tiny carburetor. Look at that. Teensy. Air filter. You know what I should be doing is taking pictures of, I've never done this before. Well, I've worked on engines before, but not this one, so I'm gonna get my camera for reference. Okay, I think these 2 screws hold the whole thing on. Yep. Well, I didn't even notice, but I just broke the fuel line. See these little guys? They go right in here, and they just ripped right off. Maybe that was part of our problem. I'll see if I can buy parts for this. I don't want to buy a whole new gas tank. Maybe just buy this part and then replace these tubes. I wish I knew where, if there was a place. There is a hardware store down the road. Yeah, they're just ripping apart. They needed to be replaced anyway. Okay, so if I'm going to finish this job, I got to run to the hardware store, which is 20 minutes away. Or I could do it the next time I'm up here and then order it from Amazon. But you know what? I've got all this wood. I might as well try to get it done now. I'm going to take this to the hardware store, see if I can find some tubing. So, dang it. All right, guys. You'll never guess what. Ugh. I'm getting attacked by a conifer bug. They're just seriously all over the place. So the closest place to here is Orderville, Utah. Population, I think it's 533 people. And out here, they really don't have the Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace Hardware. And so you kind of gotta, so you deal with places that are called Terry's. And Terry has a hardware store, he has a grocery store, and in the back is a hardware store. And I think he's got like one of everything, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, ended up picking up some fuel line. Got more than I need, and it was 48 cents. Good deal. So we'll get busy. This is the old carburetor. The new one's on. I'm just going to check a few things out, make sure I'm running this fuel line correctly, and then we'll give it a try, see if she starts up. All right, guys, it's been a couple hours since this broke down. New carburetor, new fuel lines, and we're ready to give it a try. Let's see what happens. Leave down in the comments whether you think it's going to start or not. We're on start, and ignition is on. We'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, guys, it's getting late. Sun's going down, running out of light. So we're gonna do a little bit more, and probably have to pick this up in the morning. There we go. A little bit more to cut. Hey guys, it's the next morning. Sun's coming up. It's about 7:30. A little chilly out, but it's not bad. It's gonna warm up pretty soon here. So this is how far we got yesterday. Last night started getting a little dark, but we got the first two posts cemented in. I'm gonna have to chop this off here, so the boards can lay flat and level over. But need to finish up this framework today. We're going to be running into town in a couple hours, and so I kind of want to have this done before we take off. Gonna have to clear out this bush, probably uproot it so it doesn't grow up through the deck. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. All right, kids, I think that's going to be it for now. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to go and get either another tank, or I'm going to have to get another seal. It's leaking gas in a certain area, and I think that's what's preventing it from starting. So I still have 1, 2, 3 more holes to drill. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Tune in next time when we're going to finish the whole thing up, and I'm going to get that freaking thing started. So other than that, we'll see you next time.